And scene. Take 900. It is officially Mercury retrograde. This is take 3. So yesterday we were asked to hit pause, to not make the decision. All the information that we needed to make that decision was not readily available to us. I'm sticking with the Mythical Creatures Tarot today to see what the continuation of that energy was. It was very much a cliffhanger. So let's get started. And I tell you, this is the first thing I do in the morning, because it's when I can see the most clearly. But boy, like, first conversation with little coffee and Mercury Mercury retrograde don't mix. Woo! Okay. All right, let's see what we've got. I just decided to reshuffle because it was the first 3 takes were so disastrous that yeah, I assumed it wasn't accurate. All right. So King of Swords, reversed. Upright, this is usually a legal authority. It can represent a lawyer. It can represent a boss. It can represent institutions like courts of law, police, anyone with authority. The King of Swords cuts through the truth. The King of Swords is fair, but doesn't really spare your feelings. That sort of truth just kind of slices right through. So again, I think this is a continuation of the energy from yesterday. It's asking us to kind of hold our decision making, hold our verdict for now. 10 of Wands reversed. Well, this is interesting to see. Typically, I see this as a breaking point, right? 10 of Wands upright is about burdens. It's about carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. And typically when I see it reversed, and this may be the case, we'll have to look at the rest of the cards, but I see it as a breaking point. Some people see it as, you're dropping the wands, the burden is over. I actually see it as, I can't carry these wands anymore. I have reached my limit of wands that I can carry, and I'm just dropping them, and I don't really care how they fall and who they hurt or what they're doing. It's kind of like a breaking point, emotional breaking point to me. Okay, so there is change coming today. Death being the most significant of transformations that we go through in our life. It really is very rarely, if ever, I don't think I've ever seen it about an actual death, but it is about changing the world as we know it, changing our lives as we know it, significant transformation. And it could just be because there's nothing left in terms of, we've held off on making our decision, but we've reached a breaking point. Like we may just have to make a decision today. Let's see what we have. King of Wands reversed. Good morning, reversals. So King of Wands upright is that individual who takes action, fiery speech. I have an idea of what this might be about, but let's hold still for now. Can really motivate people with their charisma and their ability to speak and to do and to lead by example. This is reversed today. So we may not have the leadership that we need either in the workplace. If this, what we read yesterday was about a job, this could be giving up on a boss, giving up on someone in charge. And that is really echoed with the King of Swords reverse right underneath it. All right, we had this yesterday. This exact card yesterday. It's about drama. The 5 of, and I'm just wondering, like, is this all reversals today? This is the 5 of Wands, and this is about conflict. We're feeling conflicted, or we're done with the conflict. The 5 of Wands reverse is saying, I'm not fighting anymore. You are not, you win, essentially, because I'm not participating. I'm exhausted and I'm not fighting anymore. That is your breaking point. My stomach literally sank when I saw this card, Justice reversed. It's not going to feel fair. we may just walk away from the situation because we do not see a way to make it fair, to make it balanced. We don't know how. So the only option may be just to completely abandon ship. That's what it's looking like right now. Justice reversed. Literally. I'm scared to look at the rest. 7 of Cups. Okay, that makes sense. Too many options. Fantasy future card. Maybe this is, hoping it'll get better. Right now, the card just saying probably not. We cooled our jets yesterday. We didn't make any decisions. We're hoping things might change in a positive direction today. So far, it is not looking to be the case. And again, I really feel like this is a continuation of a story about a job or a relationship or a significant partnership that we're trying to make decisions about. Yeah. And then we're sad. We're not just tired, we're sad. 10 of Cups reversed. So look at all of that water energy. 10 of Cups is about abundance, emotional, however you define abundance. Typically with Cups energy, it's representing like emotional security. And when I see this many cups upside down, I just think like wall of tears. Maybe we're shedding a lot of tears today. We saw this yesterday too, I think. Yeah, it was the 5 of Pentacles. 5 of Pentacles yesterday. 5s are agents of chaos in any suit, quite frankly. It's shaking things up. It is stirring the pot, so to speak. And the 5 of Swords here is exactly the energy I was saying earlier. It's winning by not participating. What I mean by that is you can't fight someone who's not willing to fight, right? You can't fight somebody, you can't have conflict with somebody if that person just walks away. They may have feel that they've won, but did they? Because you didn't participate in the battle. Typical 5 of Swords card shows an individual standing there and their opponents just walking away, just dropping their swords and walking away. This is a victory through peaceful protest. This is victory through, like pacifist kind of tactics. Interesting. Let's see what's under the deck. Wow. What the heck is going on? 8 of Swords, feeling trapped. Feeling trapped. This is the emotional prison that we put ourselves in. But I love this card because it's showing, unlike other 8 of Swords, which is really rather grim, it's showing, if you open your eyes, if you just open your eyes, you can see that you can fly away. The 8 of Swords typically shows an individual who's blindfolded and bound by these repetitious thoughts, these thoughts that just go over and over in the mind. But it's clear that that individual is not tightly controlled, like the cloth over the eyes and the cloth around the body is very loosely attached. So it's really just a matter of like changing your position, changing your perspective, and seeing that you can just walk forward and be free. And this is saying the same thing. It's like just open your eyes and fly away. So I guess the way I am reading this, have we always overcomplicated it? I mean, there's only 3 cards that are upright here. It's the 7 of Cups, too many options, not knowing which way to turn. Has there really always been that many options? 8 of Swords. Siri just jumped in. Siri just jumped in and tried to answer that question of has there really been that many options? I don't think so. I think this has been in our head. There's always only been one choice. And that was totally to transform the situation. We keep trying to look for an easier, softer way, right? We keep trying to find the way that doesn't change the world as we know it. We keep hoping there could be reform. We keep hoping that leaders will change. But we've hit a breaking point. We're exhausted of the drama. I tell you what, I'm reading this from New York City, and I can say amen to that. New York City's getting tough in terms of a place to live. These fireworks all night, our nerves are frayed. I know people are blowing off steam, but it's literally been 2 months of just all night long, like commercial grade fireworks in the street. And we're exhausted. Like we are exhausted, and our animals are freaking out. 10 of Cups reversed, just anxiety. I'm surprised I don't see the 9 of Swords here, but yeah, we're feeling trapped. And we keep thinking there's going to be an easy decision here, but there's not. It's complete transformation of the existing structures. It's walking away from the fight. There is no fight to be had here. There is no way forward except complete transformation. This is fairly profound, because there's nothing salvageable in this situation. There is no justice. I did not intend to wake up and be this deep. But the first 3 takes just didn't take, so I'm just going to end with an oracle card that feels right. No place like home. This is about creating that feeling of home. And it can be an actual place, but it's really about being home in ourselves. When was the last time you checked in with you? Like really checked in. And is it feeling good inside? Is it feeling like a place you want to come back to? Do you have a center? Do you have peace? This may be saying it's time to walk away and do a little bit of self-care, no matter what. Because it's not in our control, the fates. Wow, I tell you what, folks, I was getting ready this morning and I had this thought in my head, because it is tough right now in New York. And I thought, but I know that I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. As shitty, excuse my language, as it feels, I know I'm exactly where I'm supposed to be. I don't think there is a fight here. I don't think there is a huge decision to make. I think it's in our heads. I think there's only one way forward, and that is to change everything peacefully. I hope this was helpful. Thanks for stopping by. Know you are loved, and I will talk to you soon.